What's been the hardest part of going from a majority owner to now a minority?
Not making the final personnel decisions, right?
That's what I was going to get.
You know, oh yeah, let's trade one of the top 3 players in the NBA, right? I wouldn't have done it, but it's done. And so, you know, and sometimes the basketball gods smile on you and you get Cooper Flagg in the #1 pick, right? Mm-hmm. But yeah, that's been the toughest part, just not being the final decision maker when it comes to on-court decisions.
So let's get into it. So after the finals run in 2024, you lost control over Mavs basketball operations, right? During a recent interview with the DLLS Mavs podcast, you said the NBA removed a clause in your sale agreement that would have allowed you to retain control of basketball hops, while also saying, I don't give a at this point, it's done, I signed the contract.
Yeah, it's done.
So we talked about the Luka trade. You said you were not a fan of the Luka trade, but I want to know, what's your relationship like with Luka right now?
You know, we still DM, and most of the time he'll respond to me, and I'll still give him shit about stuff. And, you know, like even when we went to play the Lakers, I'm sitting and talking to his dad, and I are friends, right? We'll always sit and talk and hang out, you know, talking, you know, give Luka a hard time. So, you know, I wouldn't say we're close, but we still communicate as much as we ever did.
Okay. So, I mean, when you respond to
I love Luka to death, right? I like his team. I mean, I got nothing bad, only great things to say about Luka.
So when he responds to DM, is it words, is it like the janky heart? I hate when people just give me the heart.
No, it's not just the heart. Luka's not like the just the heart type guy,
okay,
right?
Just making sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, I knew that was hard. I mean, it seemed like when we got him, I seemed like that was a real shock. Like a lot of people don't get shocked, and I was like, the way he's.
Yeah. Well, you know, you've been there, right? And you've been around guys.
Hard.
You know, it's just like Nash, right? That was motivation for Steve to prove. And now look at Luka. He's just going to be tearing it up. Thank God the Lakers are going to struggle, but, you know.
So like even you know, like when you guys, I was bad on predicting the Luka win. But I really kind of, like when we were talking about the draft, and I was like, well, he looks slow. He looks this. I don't know. And I don't know if it was true, but did you have on your staff, it started with an H, Haralabas?
Yeah, Bob.
Bob, yeah. Bob, yeah, Haralabas, yeah. And I'm just like, well, if Bob's there, then I know he understands basketball like fully.
Yeah, no, the analytics guys were like over the moon. I mean, just like, this guy is the real deal. And I remember we played in China our first preseason games then, and I had Sean Marion, Trix was right here, and I forget who else, I think maybe Steven Jackson. And I'm like, tell me what you think, right? Because I'm dying, right? Because I just traded a pick, got this deal done myself, and I'm like, please God, let him be great.
Yeah.
And he just, day one. I mean, and you know, talking to the guys in practice, you know, when guys are winning every run as a rookie, and you got a lot of vets on that team, that's a sign. And when the vets are showing, you know, nothing but love to the guy, saying he's the real deal, he's the real deal. Yeah. Now you just got to go prove it in a game. Yeah,
you can see like the things that he sees. Like I'm always like him, Steve Nash, Magic.
They're even LeBron, right? Yeah. One step ahead, right? They know the chess game, and they, you know, it's not just vision. It's like they see the game happening in their brain, right? It's like that TV show where the numbers all show up and everything. They see the plays happening before they're happening, and so they're putting the ball where it's supposed to be, knowing the guys are going to be there.
Yeah, it intrigues me. Like when I watch him, it's like he knows, like I'm going to drive here, he's going to reach, so I'm going to just put it down just a little bit. He has to shift over, he's going to go down, I'm going to throw it. He's going
to get the screen, this back pick right, and he's ahead of time, 3 moves ahead, right? And he's big enough to see it, because there's lots of guys, you know, that have that ability but don't have the size. And I remember when we drafted him, and people were giving us a hard time, why, you know, we gave up a pick to move up. And I'm like, look at the guys who have the biggest impact on the game right now. Kawhi, how big is Kawhi? Bringing the ball up. Giannis, how big is Giannis? Bringing the ball up. LeBron, how big is LeBron? Bringing the ball up. You need a big point guard who has a big basketball IQ, because that just makes everybody better. You know, it's not that a 6'2" or 6'3" point guard can't have an impact, but it's just harder.
Yeah, I learned that when I was in Orlando and we had Turk.
Yeah, Hito was great. It was shocking how good Hito is.
Yeah. The stuff he can see.
Yeah,
like, how did you
he's
know I was
6'10", right? And he, you know, and he's got all the shit to him, right? Yeah, it had a little,
Yeah, overseas they're doing it.
Two-part question for you. Were you a diehard Luka fan when he was with the Mavs?
Yeah, of course.
Are you still a diehard Luka fan?
Of course not.
You are not a diehard Luka fan anymore.
No,
Come on, Mark. Slovenian Jesus.
Slovenian
Jesus, yeah, he
Vala, right? I learned a little. Slovenian is the hardest language to learn. Like I thought I would really kiss Luka's ass by learning some Slovenian.
Yeah.
That shit's hard.
Yeah.
But in any event, like off the court, love Luka to death. On the court, I don't want him to get hurt or anything. I would, I'm
You
not
hate
really-
Lakers that much?
Yes. They
Can
had the
he
same
play
colors
good
as
and the
my high
Lakers not
school.
play well?
They had the same colors as my high school. I threw my high school gear away.
Oh man, thought you was going to turn you and
There is
beat you
no
as a Laker fan.
chance.
Mark, you can tell us the truth. Are you going to watch Laker games this year just for Luka?
No.
And be excited when he scores?
No.
When he does something nice?
No.
No?
I'm going to hope they
You
go
yelling
0
brick?
and 82. I hope they go 0 and 82.
Are you yelling brick when he comes?
I don't mind.
Yes.
Like I'm a Laker diehard. Like I'm with the Wizards with a Laker tattoo and a
Yeah.
tattoo.
Yeah, no.
Like I even had when I did my shoes, there was always a Laker colorway.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, there was a Laker colorway. Said I love Lakers. So I'm
God.
a diehard. So when we got Luka, my Euro stance changed.
He did flip.
Yeah, I flipped like soon as I heard like Luka.
Bam.
What did I say about Euros? I'm lying. I got one now.
love him, yeah.
So like
I love Luka to death. He's a great guy.
So my
Great
favorite.
We
two
respect
players,
you standing
my
on
favorite two
business.
players
Stay
of
on
all
that
time
side.
was
We got
Penny
it.
Hardaway. It was so Penny, then Kobe, and now it's Luka.
I'm good with that because Luka's a good guy, but f the Lakers.
Yeah, I get it. I get it.
And I love Genie too, right? I mean, there's like, and I get okay along great with Rob, but on that court,
Yeah.
When you see them now, is it smoke? When you see Jeannie, Rob, the rest of the Lakers crew, is it still what up, or is it just I'm just doing what I'm doing? I'm not.
Rob
worried
just
about
killed me.
Yeah.
Killed me. So I took my son when the Mavs played the Lakers after the trade, right? And we're sitting there, and Rob comes up to say hi, and he just gives me that no grin, right?
Yeah.
Like he's trying to hold it back. I'm like,
that. Got him. No.
got him. That's right.
So let's go back to a moment when Luka was with the Mavs that went viral. What was your reaction to Michael Finley taking the beer out of Luka's hand?
I was standing right there. I was fine with it, right? And it wasn't because he didn't want him to drink it. It was because there were cameras everywhere, you know, and just not cool when a player's doing an interview with a beer, you know. So Michael wasn't like worried about, oh, you're going to gain weight or any of that shit. Yeah. Like if he didn't do it, I would have done it. You know, it was more about cameras going to be rolling. You're going to need to be talking. Nobody needs to know that you're drinking a beer. How many times have you seen a player do an interview with a beer in his hand?
The Golden State Boys.
Which one?
A Western Conference Finals championship, though. I think that warrants a beer.
No, but
finals, they're popping bottles, they're doing all
yeah,
that.
finals is cool,
Okay,
right? Yeah,
but not
finals is
Western
cool.
Conference.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, no, because we had just lost, and you were going to have to do interviews, you know. And so, you know, it was. I agree with it. I thought Finn did the right thing. I was standing right there. If I thought it was wrong, I'd be like, get him another one.
Hey, what's so funny is I thought Finn wanted it. Like,
Yeah, like, he wants
I'm
to
fucking
sip.
thirsty.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I thought it was one of those. I didn't even look at it like, you know, that because Clay popped it on. Was it? He was in the middle of an interview, TNT.
Oh, he did? Yeah. But that was after they won.
It was. I mean,
That, after you win and you're
Herb Math.
celebrating.
It's like-
Herb Math played.
and I was sitting there like Clay. Like,
Yeah, I mean, how many guys have
makes
you
sense.
seen pull up a beer, right?
Yeah.
That, you know, especially if you're at the podium, they're not letting you put up anything except the sponsor. You know, and nothing comes to mind of just some guy just, you know, okay, you know, here's my bud, let me just go with it, right? You know, because
Like worst case, I was like, oh, maybe they're not sponsored by that one. Like,
no.
Gil
it's
has
just like-
drank beers on our show, so he has a different perspective.
No, I'm cool with drinking beer.
trying to get the
Trying to get the
sponsor.
Right? Come on. Yeah.
Come on.
I got-
product placement.
Yeah, I mean, look, and like I tried to explain to people before the trade, Luka's Slovenian, right? He's Slavic. Look at Joker, same part of the country. Boban, same part of the country, right? Just a different mental perspective on, you know, the game and your personal life. They're gonna have drinks.
Yeah.
That's what they do, and I never had a problem with it. You know, it's like respect the culture, their culture, and who they are. You know, as you get older, you mature, and your time will come.
Yeah.
So in the aftermath of the trade, obviously there was a lot of bitterness, anger from Mavs fan Nico Harrison, subject of much criticism, a lot of hate from fans, Mavs fans and fans around the league. Fire Nico chants audible a game,
crazy.
even at medieval times.
I know, that was insane.
Which was
right?
insane.
I feel so bad.
I was at a movie premiere for The Accountant 2, and a couple of people saw me and like, oh, doing the whole shit. I'm like, come on, man, I'm trying to watch a movie.
But in your opinion, what's it going to take for the organization to repair the relationship with Mavs fans?
Just winning. Yeah, it just takes time and winning, right? Just like after we lost Nash, I got crushed, crushed. Deservedly so, but then we go to the finals 2 years later, and people forgot about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So just making the
Yeah,
finals.
I mean,
If they go
Cooper
to
can
the
make you
finals
forget.
this year, and even if they go to the finals or win it, I mean,
Yeah, people
he's
say,
the
okay.
smartest man in the world.
Yeah, for whether you agree or disagree, fans. I mean, there's always going to be a subset of fans that are just critical, no matter what.
Yeah.
No matter what, right? They're just calling into talk radio still, on Twitter 24/7, just waiting to pounce. There's nothing you can do about those guys, right? But at the same time, you got to respect the feelings of Mavs fans and understand why they're upset. And I do. I was just as upset. I'm still a fan, right? I'm still all in on the Mavs, and so, Cooper, us getting Cooper, that makes a huge difference. Now we just got to win.
Want more behind-the-scenes NBA stories? Subscribe and turn on notifications.